Hello everybody and welcome to Final Fantasy XI Let's Play part episode 4, I think. When we left off I was lagging like a horrible bastard, and I was on the last of the beginner's quests. Smell of victory in the Kronstadt Highlands. Woo. Yeah. You get 800 experience points for going there and doing that, so it's not so bad. That's pretty much the only time you're going to get experience points from a quest. Yay, I'm more than capable of beating the critters in the Kronstadt Highlands. Should be relatively familiar with the basics of battle, etc., etc. One moment. Meow. Derp. Don't mind me, I'm insane. Detection methods. Yes, some monsters are completely mild. Some monsters detect by sight, some by sound. And some can even see you if you're invisible and sneaking. Call those true sight or true hearing monsters, and well, they can be kind of a pain in the anus. The final assignment is to get the Demgate Crystal, which we did last time while we were at the Kronstadt Highlands, because it would be silly to have to go back and do it again. Get 3 free Choco Passes and 1,000 experience, so it's not bad, but Choco Passes only give you about a minute of Chocobo riding time, or 5 minutes, something like that. It's not enough to get anywhere at all. So, I suppose that's all for this mini episode here. I suppose I could go into the crafting guilds, since I figured this was going to take a bit longer, and I am completely derp. So I will pause here for a second and return shortly. Back. It was a nice long break, I believe. Here we are at the Alchemist Guild in Bestock Mines. Can't say that. In order to join any of the guilds, you have to talk to their representatives. I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to bother trying. I'll tell you the basics of crystal synthesis, which you already know if you did the movie quests, and give you a crystal. Now, alchemy is... well, it makes a couple ninja tools, it makes prism powder, and silent oil, which are big items for any job that's not a mage. Or having a mage sub-job, or a ninja sub-job, or ninja. Yeah, that's pretty much it about the Alchemy Guild. See, the Alchemist Guild is right there down on Ore Street, down in the lower section of Bestock Mines. I still can't say that right for some reason. Oh well. So, yes, there's that. These two here are the guild shopkeepers. And the shop is obviously closed. Since I'm here, it must be closed. Makes sense. Funny thing when I logged on is the Phoenix server still has the notices for events from July up. Yeah, Celestial. Oh, June. Even better. Yeah. Wonder if that says anything for us lovely folks. And what's coming. I do suppose everybody is diddling about getting ready for the 2.0 Final Fantasy XIV release thing, which I have honestly seen, and it doesn't look much different. I know some people in the alpha. I honestly don't really care. I knew people in the alpha for the original, so we're less than impressed. But this is the big update, so it should be getting more than a 4.0 review. Maybe. Someday. Hopefully. So there is only one alchemist guild in the main area of Vanadil. Some guilds have multiple Arab branches and whatnot. Next is the goldsmithing guild. Make armor, jewelry. The big thing with goldsmithing would be gold and silver hairpins, I believe. Some advanced armors or advanced synergy armors. I do not like synergy. Synergy is pretty much like forced team crafting, or you have to have every craft leveled up in one character, and larg. This would be the shopkeepers, obviously not open yet because it's blood crack of night. And I believe Ranberta here is your, yep, your guild lady. I'll bring up the map in a moment. Get a fire crystal for that. And the blinking red dot is where we are here. There is another goldsmith's guild in, I believe, Nahora. I think they have a clothcraft guild too. I could be wrong. It might be in Sylvina. I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably have to go and look at some point. Still, YouTubers. Kind of waiting on any comments about what job to level up for this Let's Play. And I know it's been quite a bit since the last update, but free time is at a premium sometimes. Well, not really, but been dealing with a lot of technical issues on both my end and Grimm's end. So here we are, of course, in the Bastock Metalworks. What could possibly be in the Metalworks, you ask? Why, this blacksmith's guild. Blacksmithing is mostly armor, and that's about it. You need a little couple levels for making bullets if you want to make bullets, but you really need to. Unless you're leveling Corsair or Ranger. And you talk to Mr. Gimp. And he will give you a gasp fire crystal. That's all for the guilds of Bastock. There is another blacksmith guild in Sandoria, which we will cover in a moment. Yes, it's the lower floor of the Metalworks. Yay! I will make a cut here, and I will be right back with the next nation I visit. Probably Sandoria. So here we are in beautiful, scenic southern Sandoria. You can smell the sexless church elves. I have been backing on the elf people since forever. That's kind of fun. Because it does go both ways. Like, when I first did one of the major story missions, I'm not going to say which one to spoil it for everybody, but my group met here and we were carrying on, and of course one of the elves had to bag on everybody from Bastock, which is where most of us were from. And of course cast Deodorize on him. And every other elf I saw. So here we are at the Tanner's Guild, which is a strange name for that door, because this is the... No, that's a good point, guy. I should have known that better. This is the Leatherworking Guild, actually. I do believe the person I want to talk to is... I do not know how to pronounce that. I would call it Valpie, but that's just me. Yeah, we start with crystal synthesis. Yay! We'll give you a lovely dark crystal. Which, if you get a stack of them, they sell wonderfully. I don't have a map of this place, do I? Let's see if I can work my brain well enough to figure out how to remedy that. God, good God. I mute everything to keep this extra sound out of Let's Plays, and my email notices start going off. Guess what I forgot to mute? Derp. So yeah, I'm glad I cut, because that was a really long walk. It might be one of these people. Yeah. Yes, really. Oh, these guys are... I think they're regional merchants, so... Wouldn't be any of them. I really don't remember who sells maps in Sandoria. I should, but I guess that's something for next time. Of course, yes, this is a big place with very iconic music, which I have turned off because it's, well, aside from being very loud and intrusive, it's copywritten. And speaking of copyrights, well, copywritten music anyway. If you have a chance, I would recommend picking up the Final Fantasy XI soundtrack, because a lot of the pieces are really, really fantastic. This is... I think this is like their victory square or something. The little kid there starts a bunch of quests, not limited to the entire Paladin artifact armor quests. Which I'm going to just say right now that a lot of the artifact armor quests, some of them are kind of meh. Some of them, though, are really, really good. That is one of the cases of really, really good. There's the Flower Child for Sandoria. I'm not going to do that because I don't remember what flower it was off the top of my head, and I wouldn't have it anyway. So we come in here, this beautiful hardwood floor area with lots of lootings. God damn it, global warming! We have another smithing guild. With its own shop and whatnot. Good to know, yes. I'm not going to walk Vellens all the way to Windurst for the next segment, so I will just cut to my main character who lives in the land of short people and cat girls. We have here the Carpenter's Guild. This would be the shop section of it. The woman on the outside will teach you about the elemental wheel. Which is good to know if you memorize enemy weaknesses, like I have been guilty of before. A couple of these guys do map quests, but I cannot fucking pronounce that for the life of me, so we're going to call this man Chiropractor. Gets me into the Carpenter's Guild. Yay, Woodworker's Guild. This is pretty much the only place you can get this guild, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But Yay, yes, that's all for Sandoria at the moment. A handful of guilds in the Windest area. All fun. So we will go and get to that right after this little cut. Yay! So, here we are, I think. We're recording? Yep. Okay. I am derp. Sometimes. I forgot to mention the Woodworking Guild makes ninja tools and arrows for rangers. You can see my lovely Winterstein Mog house here. Which has been a lot of work over the years. So I realize I will have played... Yeah, that was good grammar. I will have played Final Fantasy XI for 5 years this coming... April, I believe. Ugh, that's a lot of time. As you can see, I'm my main character, Happy Little Beastmaster. I don't know, I must have died at one point. Oh, yes, leveling up in the Necropolis. Got my buns kicked in by nasty critters. Yes, outwitting. The Tanning Guild, stutter. The Leathercraft Guild in Sandoria. Primarily makes some armors, but components for other armors. Kind of like pretty much every other solid craft. Let's see. The guilds here. There's only one nearby. You note that I have MP, it's because I have MP merits. Because my original main job was White Mage. We have our pair of Abyssia guys there. As soon as anybody hits level 30, you're going to want to start the Abyssia main quest in Juno. Mostly just to start accumulating Traverser Stones to buy time within Abyssia. I mean, you can get the time, the generated time down to 8 hours, and that's, I'm not sure if it still is, but it used to be applied retroactively. The only reason you would go into Abyssia at level 30 is to do minor quests for Kur, to maybe snag an Atma if your Link Shell is doing Atmas, or basically to leech up your levels, which if you're doing it on your first job, I wouldn't really recommend that because you're going to go broke catching up on... If you're a mage job, you're going to go broke catching up on spells. If you're a melee job, you're going to go broke catching up on ninja spells. Possibly. Probably gear. I am currently decked out in all Empyrean Beastie Mastery armor. My axes are from the Trial of Magians. Pet damage taken minus axes, which I'm still working on finishing. I'm very lazy when it comes to all of this. This is the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, this is the woman who's talking. And I think you talk to the topless Mithra. Or not. I actually forget who you talked to there. About the Fisherman's Guild. Fishing support. Oh no, what is this? Seem to have gotten snagged in a quest. Not today, matey weighty. Not today. No idea what the hell that is. Another fishing support person. Huh. Oh, this is good when I don't know what I'm doing. Huh. Talks about fishing fatigue, which they are changing in an upcoming update. Well, anyway, these people will teach you how to do the fishing minigame, but you don't really need to do anything to join the fishing guild other than fish. I think. I might be wrong, actually. Let me talk to somebody here about Fisher Guild. It might be... I don't think it's the Naked Mithra. Just chumming the water. Yeah, I know there's somebody to talk to for this. Now that I think about it. Just don't remember who. So, one moment. Alrighty, I'm doing good at being a derp. You talk to the Topless Mithra to join the fishing guild. She'll tell you pretty much that all you have to do to join the fishing guild is get your rod, get some bait, and fish. You can buy rods and bait from the little Taru at the shop there. There's fishing guilds on every boat. Yeah, so that's pretty much the Fisherman's Guild. I think that it's nowhere. Windurst is a huge city compared to the others. So I'm going to head to Waters because that is where the next guild is. Well, the next closest guild, anyway. The Windurst is actually so large there are people who can teleport you around the damn city. So that should give you an idea of how big the place is. If you've got all the expansions, which you most likely do, from buying whatever crazy full box set thing is on sale whatever week. I think there was recently a sale that had it for $5.99, the Abyssia collection. So if you missed that, I missed out on that. Well, suck. But if you already have the expansions, then I wouldn't really worry about it. My biggest concern at the moment is the upcoming Seekers of Word I cannot pronounce expansion with Geomancers and Rune Fencers being added to the game. The main concern is that it will be like the Wings of the Goddess release, which... no... It was a very slow release. So it took them a while to finish releasing all the content for the expansion. But they finally did, and it's all good. Side note related to that is that we're going to be getting Kate Sith as an avatar for our summoners. Alright, here we are at the Cooking Guild. I believe this is the shop portion of the Cooking Guild. The Culinarians Guild, yes. Culinarians Guild, you're obviously going to be making food. This is another one like alchemy, it's a heavy consumable. Excuse me, hiccup. Industry. I believe it's this little guy. Could be wrong. I think these guys are just synthesis support. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to this crazy request. I don't know what it wants. But yes, I believe it's Paquetto here. In addition to making food that you eat that boosts your whatever stats that you want it to boost, the person there's making grape juice, which recovers MP over time. Which is very nice. The best MP over time would be a Yabuto drink. I of course know this because, you know, my mage. Also a summoner and full mage. And if we finagle here, we can talk to Tonana. They give you a water crystal, I believe, when you sign up. Warp away to Winter's Waters. Wait, what? Winter's Woods. My brain, no work. Don't mind me. Angel Rain? That's clever. It's something you'll notice when you play Final Fantasy XI, that a lot of people have really clever names. Here we have the Clothcraft Guild and the Boneworking Guild. Pretty much right on top of each other. Our lovely auction house. Ah, there's a lot of Beastmasters. You can see why, though. It's a very powerful solo job. Yes, here we go. Bonework. Boneworkers Guild. Yeah. That sounds sexy. And of course, for the Boneworkers Guild, you talk to Pesci. Wow. I'm not even going to try and butcher that. This lady right here, who's very, very happy about working bone. I'm going to hell. Bone working is once again armor components, a cooking component actually, gelatin you make with bone crafting, and arrowheads. Some arrowheads are made with bone crafting. A lot of the high-selling arrowheads, actually. Here we have the Weavers Guild. This is the shop, where you can buy all your weedy goodness. And over yonder we have the main place. So, who is the head honcho here? Oh, no. I believe these guys all give you wind crystals to start. She wants a Heiko Obi. I'm not sure if I have one on me, but that's part of the crafting, ideally. I may have sold mine because I wasn't going to raise my level cap on cloth crafting, so yes, for every 10 levels starting at level 8 to 10, if you want to increase your level cap with the craft, you have to bring them a test item, which is usually an item mid-range in a craft level, like Heiko Obi requires. Heiko Obi is like level 5 craft. For fishing, it varies as well. You have to catch certain fish within your level range. Looking to revamp fishing, which is kind of aggravating to me. Because they implemented measures to keep real money transaction to a minimum, which was fishing fatigue, which you only catch so many fish, and then you're capped on it. You cannot catch any more. But now they want to implement items. They don't want to remove the cap. They want to implement items to raise your fatigue or lower your fatigue. However that works. It's not actually doing anything to stop the real money transaction people at all. So it's kind of like pissing into the wind. So anyway, that's all for the guilds at the moment. Like I said, there are guild branches scattered, dotted all over the place, but they can be a bit difficult to get to. They are all within easy access in at Ergen, Whitegate, and Alzabi. But that's a story for another time. You see my lovely podcast loading again. As you can see, I breed and race chocobos. I'm an alchemist. And I have goldfish. I'm very proud of the goldfish because that was that was an amazing adventure to make. Oh well, good memories at least. That's all for today. Next time I will cover support jobs, or sub-jobs as everyone calls them, how to obtain yours, and jobs in general, since support jobs is likely to be easy. If you want to take a look at the jobs available, currently we have a buttload. 20 in total right now. Fun, fun, fun. Don't look at my embarrassingly low stats. No. Yes, that's all for this time. Sorry for the long break, but the hurricane didn't knock my internet or power out for long, but did some more mental damage than I thought from left over from Irene. Anyway, keep an eye on the Minecraft Let's Plays too, because they're absolutely hysterical. And I hope you learned something. Bye.